look wonderful. How's your head?
Bad.
Dizzy, huh?
I'm gonna pass out.
Deep breaths, Mr. Ryan, slow and even. Better?
A little, yeah.
You're doing fine, honey.
And I thought the tilt table was rough. Everything's spinning.
I told you it'd be weird.
You just said I'd feel drunk.
All right. Very drunk.
Sick. If anybody sees me like this, it's all over.
Oh, Frank, it's your first try. By Friday, you'll be spinning around in this thing. Sitting up is always hard, isn't it?
Most patients work up to it very slowly.
Well, I'm kind of in a rush to show the people I'm okay. Mary?
Honey, now you're getting all tense. Let the chair do the work, will you?
I felt like I was gonna fall.
Not a chance with this seat back. It's all in your head, kiddo.
You think the voters are gonna buy that?
Don't worry. Riverside's gonna love Frank Ryan on wheels.
Can you manage for a while? I'll be right outside the desk.
Sure.
Mayor, the room is rolling around like crazy. How do I make it stop?
Honey, don't fight it. Relax. Just close your eyes and wait for it to go away.
It's worse like this. It feels like I'm in an auditorium with about 1 million people and they're all spinning around.
No. It's only me, just Mary, with her feet on the ground. Concentrate on that.
Oh, Frank.
Surprise!
Aren't you the beautiful sight? Oh, darling, you're all sweating. And you're as cold as ice. You're not getting sick.
No, I'm just dizzy, that's all.
It's the upright position, Mother. His equilibrium's all right. He'll be okay in a few minutes. Here, sit down.
I'm so proud of you when you work so hard. If you'd rather, though, I'll come back when you're resting.
No, stay. I need all the moral support I can get.
Moral support. Well, more or less, that's what I've come to ask you about.
I'm for it, Mom. You can quote me on that.
Are you up to a little serious chat?
I think so.
Frank, darling, I think you have a real problem with Delia.
Resolution.
Ryan, I want you all to myself.
But there's one problem.
I want to keep my baby.
Greenlee starts the new year with a secret.
You have to promise. Ryan will never find out about this. I owe you. This is our secret.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
15 seconds with Cassie DePaiva.
The top 3 items in Blair's wardrobe have got to be high heels. I can't be a bitch in flats. I can't feel sexy without a nice bra. And a rip-away dress always works in those special hot scenes.
Catch Cassie DePaiva on One Life to Live, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
What do you do if you get a spill like this all over your kitchen floor? This is a whole can of soda. I'll tell you, you reach for the Smart Mop. Watch this. To wring it out, all you do is you lift and you twist. You never bend your back and your hands never touch the dirty water. Unwind it, drop it down, and you're ready to go. Now, it's made of synthetic chamois, and it will hold and absorb up to 10 times its own weight in liquid. And the best part is, it doesn't drip. And to prove it, I'll hold it over my head. You can see, no drips. And in these tough times, wring it back into the glass, and it's ready to drink all over. Sand on a kitchen floor. ketchup to make it worse, even mustard to make it really bad. You could just push it under the fridge, or you could pick it up with a smart mop. Watch as it picks up the sand, the dirt, the dust, the ketchup, the mustard. No sweeping and no vacuuming. It cuts your cleaning time in half. The proof is stuck to the mop. It cleans in seconds and the heads are machine washable and they last up to 3 years, not 3 minutes. Save money on paper towels? That's cash in the trash. The Smart Mop will replace string mops, sponge mops. It'll even replace a broom. The Smart Mop works on tile, and if you've got wood, you'll love it even more. And nothing picks up pet hair like the Smart Mop. So take your head out of the toilet and step up to the Smart Mop. Call now and you'll get the Smart Mop for just $20. We'll even include 3 super chamois cloths with your order. Get spills on counters and suck stains out of carpets. You've seen them on TV and they're yours free. But spend $20 with me today and I'll spend $20 with you. Call now and I'll give you a second set free. You'll get 2 Smart Mops and 6 super chamois cloths, a $50 value, all for just $20. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-246-0359. That's 1-800-246-0359. You'll get 2 Smart Mops and 6 super chamois cloths, all for $20. Just pay processing and handling. Call 1-800-246-0359. That's 1-800-246-0359.
Well, what kind of problem? Now, I know Dee's upset. She was almost hysterical in here the other day with you and Dr. Bolak, but...
No, Frank, this goes much deeper than that. I've never seen Dee like this. I mean, the child is in misery. She cries over nothing. And she walks around thinking that something awful is going to happen. I can't talk her out of it. None of us can.
I'm sorry, but...
Darling, could you put a few minutes aside for her? I think probably all she needs is a nice little chat from you. Hmm?
I don't know.
You tell her that she's just as important to you as the campaign and all your political friends. Darling, tell her that you're thinking of little John and her and that you're making plans for the future.
Mom, right now I'm just concentrating on me and this chair.
If he didn't sound just like that when he was 10 years old, teaching himself how to juggle 3 oranges. Oh, I love you when you're determined and you'll work and work. You may not talk to me for days, but I always know you're there. It's a special kind of understanding. Mary has it with you, too.
So you think we've spoiled him, huh?
Oh, just a bit. But with Dee, you need a different approach. She needs all the reassurance that Mary and I can do without. Otherwise, she gets these notions. She gets to thinking that you don't care about her.
She knows how I feel.
She knows that you've had time for everyone but her. How long has it been since you've spent 15 minutes talking things over, husband and wife?
I'm not sure.
Well, Frank, you owe that. I mean, before the accident, she was totally dependent on you for everything. It's a struggle for her now.
I worry about that. I shouldn't have let her get so dependent on me in the first place.
And then there's little John. Oh, we may spend hours playing with him and loving him, but he waits for his mom to give him a smile and pick him up and cuddle him. Oh, and when she does, he's all a joy, but when she doesn't, when Dee is sad, the baby's sad.
I know. I've watched it many times myself.
Well, then, you can imagine the scowl that's on his face lately.
Oh, Mother, you know little John still spends 80% of his time crawling around and eating and laughing.
True. But the relationship between a child and his mother goes very deep.
Till I get out of here, I'm counting on little John's relationship between his grandparents and his aunt to pull him through.
Of course. We're going to do our best for him. But you give a little thought to Dee. And then maybe she won't go spilling her feelings out in all the wrong places.
Like headquarters.
What did she do?
Well, I guess she went down there the other day after Dr. Bolak gave you his okay for Friday. She threw some things around and did some damage. I found Bob cleaning it up.
Dee loses her temper and everybody else has to pick up the pieces. And sometimes it's not too easy to pull them back together.
I was furious with her at first, but then I went home and I found her working for you. She was so sorry, I really couldn't say anything.
Oh, I think she was really ashamed of herself over that one. I got home that night, she was on the telephone all evening long, making call after call to all the neighborhood people, telling them all about you.
Now, where in the world would you hear a rumor like that? No, of course not. Frank's making terrific progress. No, Mrs. Hammond, I don't care how many of the ladies are saying what. Frank is still the candidate, and he will serve if elected. No, not from a hospital bed. Look, Frank can move his arms and legs. He's taking therapy. He's doing exercises every day. Yeah, I'm sorry for yelling at you, Mrs. Hammond, but it gets me very upset to hear vicious rumors like that fly. Well, yes, I'm grateful to you for telling me. And I'd be grateful to you also for coming to the rally we're having for Frank Friday night. That's the one. Well, come on down and see Frank for yourself. Right. Oh, you bet he will. And listen, Mrs. Hammond, be sure to bring all your friends with you, will you? And I'll be looking for you. Okay. Nice to talk to you. Oh, no. All that work isn't going down the drain for just a few vicious rumors.
Dr. Coleridge.
Oh, yes, doctor.
I talked to California, and we're in luck.
Oh?
They've scheduled a magnetic procedure for the early part of next week. And the patient has an aneurysm very similar to Nell's.
Oh, then they should really be able to give you some very valuable information.
No, not me, Doctor. You.
Oh, I don't follow.
You're senior surgeon here. Your credentials are excellent. Marshall says you're one of the few men he'd let near him with a scalpel. I know Nell feels the same way. Oh, I think it's a good idea for you to handle the procedure.
Dr. Bullock, it's your
I've
right.
disqualified myself.
Well, I was going to begin to say that you have a perfect right to bring in your own specialist. I mean, I know next to nothing about this magnetic treatment.
Yeah, well, you see, nobody does. That's the problem. Except the fellow that discovered it, and he's tied up for the next few weeks. That's why I've arranged for you to go out there and observe him.
In California?
Right. So you'll be able to see the whole process and discuss it, and it's not complex.
But I have a full schedule right here in surgery next week.
I'll take care of that.
Well, all right, if you're sure.
I am. While you're away, I'll arrange for all the equipment. Who's going to be assisting you?
Is that important right now?
Well, I strongly suggest that whoever your assisting surgeon is go with you to observe, yes.
That's quite a plum to hand out. Obviously, the two most qualified men are Dr. Moultrie and my son. Well, I'll make that decision as soon as possible.
Whoever you leave behind is going to be picking up some extra responsibility here. I'd like you to make your mind up now.
And Dr. Moultrie.
Right.
You're not planning an escape, are you?
Just to my house for lunch.
Oh, not at this hour.
We're leaving early and we're coming back early, and Ramona knows all about it.
I see. Well, in that case...
Hi, Dad.
Hi. Pat. Clem, please.
Dr. Moultrie?
Paula?
Clem, you know about this new treatment for aneurysm? It involves silicone reinforcement positioned by magnetism.
Yes, I do believe reading something about that.
Good. Well, how would you like checking one out with me?
Love to.
Good. Because Dr. Bullock has arranged me to observe a procedure early next week. I'll be flying out to California, and I'd like you to come with me. And when we return, I'll be doing a treatment on a patient right here in the hospital. And you'll assist me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, I think you're the right man for the job.
Have you told Roger?
No, not yet. But don't you worry. He'll enjoy running the show right here until we get back.
Do we have an angiogram on the patient that we'll be working with?
I'll get it to you. Actually, there are two aneurysms.
Two?
Yeah, but one's at the junction of some arteries, so we can't touch it. But the other is operable, and it's an ideal size and shape for the new treatment.
What about the vital statistics, age, sex, the health of the patient?
Except for the aneurysm, she's in perfect condition. You know the patient, Dr. Moultrie. It's Nell. My wife.
ABC Family's breakout sensation is back.
This started with murder. We were crazy to think that it wouldn't end up like this. Did you miss me, Allie?
The winter premiere of Pretty Little Liars, Monday at 8/7 Central, only on ABC Family.
There's a revolution in weight loss, and it begins with you.
Okay, here it goes. I'm much more outgoing and happy and ecstatic all the time. Woo! I have taken up belly dancing. I'm the incredible shrinking woman.
Looking at myself in the mirror, just like from every angle.
I lost 80 pounds.
This is me. This is the new Nutrisystem. Hello. We sent out cameras across the country and asked you to tell us your success stories in your words.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks. You've changed and inspired us to change too. We've recruited top chefs to help remake and reinvent our foods. Foods so good, you'll rethink what it means to be on a diet. It's time to say hooray you. Join the weight loss revolution today, and you'll get your first 7 days free with our money-back gourmet guarantee.
I've lost 101 pounds.
Never felt better in a black dress before.
Thank you, Nutrisystem.
Nice job.
We're gonna have some fun now.
The new Nutrisystem. Start today with America's #1 home delivery weight loss company.
Who's coming and who's going? SoapNet has the status update on your favorite stars. You know her as General Hospital's Emily and Rebecca, but now Natalia Livingston is moving to Salem on Days of Our Lives.
How can I stay away?
On One Life to Live, Brandon Buddy is saying so long.
This is the right thing to do.
While Terry Colombino is Landview's newest resident.
That is amazing.
Daniel Cosgrove returns to All My Children as Scott Chandler.
Come here often?
And General Hospital fans can now catch Tristan Rogers on The Young and the Restless.
That's a bonus.
Keep up with the latest status updates on SoapNet.
Tuna fish crepes the other day, and now salami sandwiches? Faith, I'm never going back to the hospital cafeteria.
That hospital cafeteria doesn't compare with my cooking.
Do you have to injure me to make your point?
Here, let me restore circulation. How's that feel?
Nice. I may need further treatment.
Okay. Pickle?
Love to. Egad, what knife work. You're a born surgeon.
You better believe it. Look.
Steady as a rose. No, that's not right. Lovely as a rock. They're good hands, Faith.
Let's see yours. Oh, come on, you loon. I really want to see your hands.
All right, they're all yours.
Oh, those are really fine hands. You've got long fingers, nice bone structure. Very good hands.
Well, it's very nice of you to tell me.
I don't know why it's so easy to be with you, but it is.
Guess it just works that way with some people.
Wish it could have been like that with Bucky.
Yeah, I was just thinking about him.
I just couldn't love him the way he wanted me to.
He's accepted that.
Yeah.
But I sure wouldn't want him to walk in on us right now.
He knows we're friends. He told me not to feel guilty about you that night that you lured us both to Lem's.
Oh, that fortune cookie fiasco.
You know, in some ways, breaking up with Bucky is even harder than trying to love him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pat, I never went to bed with Bucky.
Hey, you don't have to tell me anything.
No, I really want to. It was just very, very hard. Every time he touched me, I panicked. Complete, total panic. I felt terrible about myself, but the harder I tried, the worse it got. Bucky's a really dear, lovely person, but it just got so I couldn't even hold his hand without getting all uptight. You know, I sort of got afraid that I'd never want to touch anybody.
You're not still worried about that, are you?
You know when I got over being worried about that?
When?
That night that I went into your intern headquarters to bawl you out. And you ended up giving me a sort of brotherly hug and kiss, remember?
Uh-huh.
I liked it. No fear, no panic. It was nice.
Oh, I'd say that's a very healthy sign.
I'd like to try and kiss you now. See how that feels.
Sure.
No panic. It feels good.
Know what I'm hearing? My mother's voice, warning me not to get interested in you.
She warned me about you, too.
Oh, figures.
Was she the one that said, I'm the type of girl that spends my feelings carefully?
Something like that. And she probably did a whole number on you about how fickle I am.
Yeah, the bee that flies from flower to flower.
I'm afraid it's true.
I know. I'm afraid that, your mother might be right about both of us.
I know. Faith is a very serious girl.
And Pat's not serious about anybody. I wish we could stay here all afternoon.
Yeah, but we gotta get back.
Well, you certainly have a lot of reasons to stay away from me.
Heaps.
I hope you don't let those matter.
Well, you know what a cautious person I am.
Pat, I really mean that. Pat.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. People are talking about General Hospital's Lucky and Siobhan. D. Hunter Roscoe posted on Facebook, "Finally a love for Lucky. He and Siobhan are great together." Charlotte May adds, "This is great. I hope it works out for these two." Laura Bruno says, "Men are always sexier when they're happy and in love." And Lori McPherson Draper sums it all up. "They are just the cutest couple. Way to go, GH. I love this storyline." People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state and back taxes? Hi, I'm Max with Blue Tax. Due to the current economy, the IRS and state tax agencies are being more lenient, but this won't last long. Here's how it works. Let's say you owe $20,000. With Blue Tax, this is what your settlement could look like. Great, right? There are many relief programs that taxpayers just don't know about, and you could wind up paying way less than you owe. Our team of attorneys and enrolled agents can negotiate settlements, lift bank levies, remove wage garnishments, eliminate penalties and interest, and reduce back payroll taxes. And at Blue Tax, we mean business. Those are my tax attorneys, and they don't mess around. They'll call the IRS or state on your behalf and negotiate your settlement for you. It's that easy. So call us right now for a free consultation at 800-715-4850 or visit www.bluetax.com. And remember, you heard it from me, Max, at Blue Tax. 800-715-4850.
It's the time for giving. The time to sum up all your feelings in one special gift for that special someone. So give them a gift they'll never forget. Give them the gift of livestock.
How did you know? It's perfect.
Whatever cause you're passionate about, give it as a gift at changingthepresent.org.
Dr. Tom?
It's time, Erica. Choose a door.
This is the next phase of your journey as a patient.
We're all patients of his. He didn't tell you?
I wanted to think that I was the only one.
This is my past, my regret.
Do not dwell in the past.
Leo! I just want to know why it all fell apart.
Do not dream of the future.
9 years from now, something awful is going to happen here.
Am I dead?
Concentrate the mind on the present moment.
Oh my God. What if I made a mistake? I told you that I was ready, and I'm sorry, but I'm not.
An original primetime drama.
You get one life, and it's not about how long or short it is.
It's what you do with it.
Being Erica. New season premiere Wednesday, January 26th at 11 on SoapNet.
Delia and I should not be married. That's what I should have told Mom.
Well, you can't.
I'll have to sometime, and it should be soon.
Will you?
Mary, Jill's too much a part of me. She's all tied up with my career, with my future, and the whole way my head works now. I can't devote myself to making Delia feel safe and secure. I belong with Jill.
I believe you. I know you love her. But Frank, I just can't see you breaking it to Mother and Da. Maddening as Delia is, she's part of our family. She brought little John into this life. We care about her.
I care about her, too. I just can't live with her.
Mother would say you have a responsibility to do it anyway.
What do you say?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't sorted it out yet. But I'm pretty sure that Mother and Da'd tell you to get busy and make the marriage work again.
They know people who have been divorced. It happens. It's not the end of the world.
Oh, sure, other people get divorced. But not Frank Ryan. Not little John's parents.
Mother practically admitted Dee's no good for the baby.
When she's unhappy, Frank, and she's going to be unhappy all the time if you divorce her.
I told you before, she'll end up giving little John to me.
Nobody's going to count on that. Dee's too unpredictable.
She'll find herself a new husband.
And a new father? Can't you just see Da's reaction to that? Oh, I'm sorry. I really wish I could make everything right for you. For everybody.
There's no orderly solution, is there?
No.
Mare, keep your life simple, will you? Don't get in over your head, for Pete's sakes.
I'd like to avoid that. I wonder if I can.
Hey, you're on your feet again.
Really?
Yeah. If my head doesn't move, it's much better.
Oh, great. Well, let's get back to work. Forget about everything but your appearance at the rally.
Right. Okay. No family problems till after the election. Now, how am I going to get this chair moving?
Now, your hands go here. Around the outer rim.
Okay.
Now, see if you can give it a push.
I'm going to wheel myself onto that speaker's platform. I won't be pushed like little John in his stroller.
Oh, Frank, that was terrific. Try it again.
Yeah, now just give me a minute,
No,
all right?
no, one more time, please. Come on, it's so important.
They're spreading a whole raft of rumors that Frank's totally paralyzed, hopeless case.
Oh, and where did Mrs. Hammond hear such talk?
Well, apparently it's all over the parish.
Irresponsible, brainless, that's what I call it. I hope you told her in the future that if she meets up with any gossips, she should send them straight to us.
I told them to send them to the rally on Friday and let them see what Frank can do for themselves.
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can. You just moved it a minute ago.
I can't make it budge.
Oh, honey, one last try, please.
I can't do it.